How's it going, everyone? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at what is possibly the most powerful gaming laptop right now on the market. It is the MSI Titan GT77 HX. Whew, 13V. It's a lot to remember. It's a mouthful. Well, back at CES in January, MSI announced a bunch of laptops that's aimed at different people. So you got the ones that aimed at business users, people that want to use it casually. You got the ones that aimed at casual gamers, and you got this particular one, which is a hefty gaming laptop. And this one's aimed at power users. It wants to take their PC gaming experience with them on the go. So you're rocking the latest Nvidia graphics card in there, the latest Intel Core i9 processor, so the 13th gen processor in there. So altogether, you're looking at something that's super powerful that can power most of your AAA games. But let's start with the design. When looking around the design itself, this feels very stealth. It doesn't scream gaming laptop. Well, that's at least until you switch it on and you start to see those RGB lighting all around the laptop itself. So around the back, the logo starts to light up in different colors, and you also have the ventilation area, which also lights up as well with those nice RGB color, which you can tweak and change around and all that kind of stuff. Then we move over to the keyboard. This is where we see that Cherry M keyboard. So this is a mechanical keyboard designed by SteelSeries, and this is also per key RGB lighting. So with this, you can change the lighting around using the system settings, and it just gives you that gamer-esque look, which is pretty cool. In terms of the general design, I quite like it. This is a 3.3 kilograms laptop, so this is quite heavy. This is not something that you're going to take lightly. You have to carry this in a big bag and also have a solid back to lug this around with you. Even the charging brick, which is super powerful, that's also kind of heavy. In fact, I placed my Samsung Galaxy S23 smartphone on there, which is also a big phone, to compare the size. And you can see that this is a hefty power brick. Moving on to the display, we have a 7.3-inch Ultra HD display. This is a mini LED panel, which is absolutely amazing. This will give you 144 Hz refresh rate, and this is 100% DCI-P3 typical. So if you're someone who needs to edit videos on the go as well, edit photos, and need that color accuracy, this is something that can do that as well. For the ports available, you have plenty of ports to power on your peripherals, and also connect this to an external display if you wish to do so. So we have two Thunderbolt 4 ports, we have display ports, we have a USB Type-C port there as well. So we have three USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A ports, which means you'll be able to connect your mouse. If you want to connect your gaming mouse, you can do that, or gaming keyboard, external gaming keyboard, you can do that as well. Of course, you have Bluetooth, so you'll be able to connect your remote controller. So if you have an Xbox controller, you'll be able to connect that to it as well, which is really good. I'm assuming people who are serious into their gaming would want something like this so they can actually game properly using a controller. But if you're good at gaming with your keyboard and trackpad, this is also equipped to do exactly just that. Elsewhere, you also get one HDMI port, which will support 8K at 60 Hz or 4K at 120 Hz. You also have one SD card reader, which is pretty cool. That's good for those that you want to edit straight away from your memory card. You want to edit videos or photos on Lightroom, that kind of stuff. You can take your memory card out, plug it straight into the laptop, and you can do so. For communication, so internet, you do have Intel Killer. So you have Ethernet port there, so this supports 2.5 gig. You also have Wi-Fi 6E. So whichever one you prefer, you can connect that way. But if you are able to connect via Ethernet ports, connect through that, because that will give you the fastest speed you can get and the most reliable connectivity. And you can just use that Intel Killer feature, the application, to tweak things to make sure that all your internet resources is going towards your gaming experience. Back to the front, you have a 720p HD camera, so you can use this for your video calls. It's not the best, but it will do for those Skype calls that you really need to do on the go. For security, this supports Windows Hello. I think, I'm not completely sure, don't quote me on that, but it does have a fingerprint reader, so you can use your fingers to log in very quickly. This is running on Windows 11 Home, or you can have the Windows 11 Pro if you wish to do so, depending on your work requirements. For sound quality, you have two 2-watt speakers there, and you have two 2-watt woofers by Dyna Audio, and also you have one audio combo jack, so you can plug in your headphone and also use your microphone as well. And this supports Nahimic 3 audio enhancement, and it's iRes audio ready. So that way, not only do you have a way to connect your headphone wirelessly and wired, you also have good sound experience if you want to blast music using those loudspeakers. For power, you have a 4-cell battery in there, which is a 99.9 watt-hour battery, and the power adapter is a 330 watt power adapter. So not only do you have a big battery in there, you also have a solid performance in terms of the power that you can plug into it. It has its own proprietary adapter, so that way you can power this on and actually get the full graphics experience and processor experience in there. Okay, what about the graphics card and the processor? I think Intel's gone all out in this one and Nvidia's gone all out and come together to give you a really powerful laptop. We have the latest 13th gen Intel Core i9 processor, and it is the 13980HX processor in there. Maybe that's why that HX came from in terms of the actual product name. And we have Nvidia GeForce RTX 4090 laptop GPU in here, which has 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. So again, that just screams power all around, which is amazing. I can't wait to actually get one in the studio to actually use and benchmark and run some games on there to see how they actually function on here. We have things like DLSS 3, ray tracing, and all that fancy stuff that it's just going to be really good. In terms of storage, you can put two NVMe M.2 SSDs in there, so via PCIe, and you can put a Gen 5 in there, or you can put a Gen 4 in there. So it depends what you want. So you can combine them and have just at the maximum amount of memory you can have in there. You can also have up to 128 gigabytes of RAM in there, but do bear in mind the arrangement in there. So if you have 4 or 2 arrangement, just think about the work in terms of speed. But it gives you the option to have up to 128 gigabytes of RAM, which again, combine that with the Intel processor in there and the 4090 RTX, you are looking at high speeds. So fast read and write speeds, fast processor, fast graphics, powerful graphics rather, and a lot of efficiency in there. So again, I can't wait to get this in the studio and actually benchmark this and do some gaming on there. Well, that's everything from me from the MSI Titan GT77 HX31V. Yes, mouthful. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have anything you want us to test out when we get one in for review, drop them in the comments below as well. But if this is your first time around here, please do subscribe, smash the bell notification, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.